So we're going to talk about setting goals, yourself and with your family if you have one, organizing your finances, and then preparing for the unknowns, because as the bumper sticker says, stuff happens. You've probably seen this little acronym before, SMART. Make sure your goals are specific. Sure, everybody wants to lose weight. How much weight do you want to lose, and when do you want to lose it by? So it's got to be specific and measurable, and it's got to be attainable. You know, sure, would I like to be a brain surgeon? Maybe, but it's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. And timely, always put a deadline on what it is you want to do. Why is it important to you? Maybe you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you want to lose weight, do it for yourself, not for someone else. Those kinds of things. And then how much will it cost? That's a huge one. These are some of the challenges that women said they face today. 74% juggling work and family responsibilities. And Dan mentioned it earlier, one of the sad things is that we end up having to take ourselves out of the work environment, so we start losing all kinds of things like Social Security and credits and all that sort of stuff. So these are some of the biggest issues that women across the USA have said affect them. Extra long lives. We do live longer than men. That is shrinking somewhat. And retirement. We are going to live a lot longer in retirement. It used to be you retired and you died a few years later. So you could spend a good 20, 30 years in retirement. Well, that's not cheap. Not cheap at all. It takes a lot of money to support that. And where's that money going to come from? So planning for those years of retirement, sitting down with someone like Dan is certainly the way to make that happen. 43% of companies that have benefits now plan to reduce or eliminate those altogether. So healthcare costs are huge. Long-term care, 62% of people over 65 will need some sort of long-term care at some point in their life. There's your number here, $85,000 a year nursing home care. It varies greatly by state, but let's say it's only $60,000 a year. That's humongous. And the double jeopardy. He said it earlier, I'll say it again. We have to leave the workforce, so we lose income. We lose Social Security benefit credits, so we get a smaller check. Pensions, if we have one at all, it's going to be smaller because we tend to not work somewhere very long. And oftentimes it's zero because we don't work anywhere long enough to qualify. So what a number. Over $300,000 is the estimated financial impact on us. The next topic is giving to others and managing newly acquired wealth. If you know you're going to inherit money at some point, plan for that. Those are all very important things and things that your advisor needs to know. If you like to give to others, of course you can do that now while you're alive. You can set up trusts. He certainly has access to all sorts of information on that. Again, not only know who your advisors are, but make sure that's in your book. Your attorney, your CPA, or if you have a separate tax accountant, your financial advisor, all those people that help you put your life together and keep it in order. Make sure you've got that information down. We see so many widows come in and they are clueless. They don't know. And my husband will be this widower person I'm describing. He won't know what we own, where it is, et cetera, et cetera. But he knows the people to go to. But just have a list of those people, know who they are. You know, have you prepared for long-term care? What if you need it? Do you have long-term care insurance? Do you have savings to cover that? And again, protecting your loved ones. Another study we did, and these are top financial concerns among women: not having enough money to retire, outliving income, and that second one is actually becoming more and more prevalent. Medical technology, we're just living a lot longer, and it's going to become more and more expensive. But there are things that you can do with your money to make sure it lasts as long as you do. I have life insurance. Do you want term insurance? Do you want universal life insurance? What do you want? Depends on what you need. It's all different stuff, all does similar things, but it all depends on what you need. So just saying, yes, I have life insurance doesn't mean you have the right thing. Or yeah, I bought an annuity 10 years ago, might not be the best one for you, whatever that is. Yes, I'm in my 401k. Are you invested correctly in your 401k? So, to summarize, set your goals. Big fan of that. We have it help you. Organize your finances and prepare for the unknowns.